Stair and staircase. So in lecture we discuss about the various types of stair and factor affecting the location, how to fix the location of a stair and staircase, and what are the good requirement of a stair. Okay, so also the factor affecting the location, how to select the location, that we also discuss. And also we discuss about different types of stair use or construction in our residential building, public building. Okay, and there are various requirement of good stairs that will also we discuss in a lecture. Now today we see the how we find that area and the number of step in one flight, how we calculate, how we achieve that area, how we provide a landing using that step, riser and treads using. Okay, so here there is one example for the stair and staircase for a dog leg stair. Okay, that is, what is dog leg stair? So dog leg stair is a half turn stair. Okay, it's like a U-turn. Okay, why at it turns at a 180 degree reverse turn. Okay, so in figure you can see that it will be change direction at 180 degree like a U-turn. Okay, in traffic there is a U-turn. So this is the dog leg stair. Okay, so here in example there is a planar dog leg stair for a building in which the vertical distance between the floors is 3.6 meter there, and the stair hole measure is 2.5 to 5 meter. So the whole measurement or stair, the dimension for providing the stair and staircase is given to you, that is the 2.5 meter to 5 meter, and the floor height is also given for that. Achieving that go to one floor to the second floor is 3.6 meter. So here there is the value of 2.5 meter. Okay, is up to here. This is a 2.5 meter height, and the width is equal to, sorry, it is width, and this is the length is equal to 5 meter. Okay, now before starting or designing a step or plan a dam, there is a good requirement for a stair. Okay, there is a various condition or a specification given by a standard. So here we need to follow that requirement for a good stair. So there is a I forget that majorly important, like basically importance, that requirement for fulfill for a good stair. So first one is the riser should be between 10 centimeter to 15 centimeter. Okay, 10 centimeter is for what? For a hospital. Why there is a 10 centimeter? Because there is a, in hospital there is a patient, in building, in public building also. Okay, so there in hospital there is a patient, or there is a other handicapped person are there come to the treatment. So the riser will be at minimum. So it is will be 10 centimeter. And for residential building and others like school, colleges and residential building, when there is a young people are there and there is a less space, so then we need to achieve height at a less space. So then we provide a 15 centimeter height. So in a short distance we cover a more height, okay, compared to this 10 centimeter. So why? That's why it is 15 centimeter height. Then the tread should not be less than 25 centimeter. So the minimum tread when we put a foot, okay, for step of movement, climb the stair, so that height, that width, this width is equal to 25 centimeter, this value. Okay, it will be 25 centimeter minimum. Okay, then the width of landing should not be less than the width of stair. Okay, this is the width of stair. We will discuss later how we fix it. So this is the width of stair, and also we fix the width of a stair for building for public building. It is change. Also for residential building, it will be different. Means based on the function, based on the building types of the building, the width of stair may be vary. Okay, then number of steps is not more than 12 in one flight. Okay, the number of steps is not more than 12 in single flight. Okay, here there's a two flight because it change the direction at 40 degrees, so this one is called one flight, and second one so there is a two flight. In one flight the maximum step is not more than 12, or it is maximum 12 steps are provided in a one flight. Okay, and not less than 3. Okay, so in single flight there is a minimum 3 step and maximum 12 step. Then there is a specification for the width of stair. So in domestic building or in residential building, then the minimum width of stair is 90 centimeter is provided because it is sufficient enough. And in a public building, the stair width is equal to 1.5 to 1.8 meter. Why? Because there is a more or less compared to domestic building or residential building. So that's why we need to provide a widened stair. Okay, so it should be comfortable and sufficient for that people. Okay. Now we start a calculation. Okay, before that you need to draw this diagram. Okay, for a dog leg stair. Okay, so based on that given data, I will draw this figure that the length is 5 meter and its width is 2.5 meter. Okay, this is already given. Now, as we discussed, what the requirement, good requirement of a stair. Okay, so here based on the good requirement, we fix the riser and tread of a stair. So first one, fix the riser. So let's fix the riser. So rise equal to 15 centimeter and tread equal to, assume it is 25 centimeter. Okay, so tread and riser are fixed as per the requirement of a good stair. Okay, this is the we need to fulfill that requirement. Okay, for a good stair. So that's why we fix here riser is equal to 15 centimeter and tread equal to 25 centimeter, and the width of stair. Okay, so width of stair or against width of flight. Okay, flight is equal to, okay, the total distance is 2.5 meter. Okay, total distance is 2.5 meter. So what we need to do, we need to convert into two flight. There is a two flight, so width we need to divide it, and also there is a one railing are there, and also you can say that newel post are there. So that distance we need to also mention while we design. Okay, so what we do, we here the divide into two, that is 2.5. so we take a 1.2 meter width, like this width. Okay, this width is equal to 1.2 meter. This one is also same for 1.2 meter, and remaining distance for left for this rails or newel post. Okay, like if there is a parapet wall, if there is a railing are there, so for that we provide an extra 0.1 meter distance less. Okay, so that's why they will arrange for that. Now width of landing. Width of landing. Okay, in case here we discuss here the third one, the width of landing should not be less than the width of stair. Okay, so width of stair and width of flight is equal to 1.2 meter. So already, okay, so it should be not be less than the width of stair. So what we do, here we fix the width of stair and flight is equal to 1.2 meter. So it should be not less than 1.2 meter. So that we need to fix 1.2 meter. Okay, because the width of landing should not be less than the width of stair or a width of flight, and we assume we fix the width of stair and width of flight is equal to 1.2 meter. Understood? So width of, this is the width of stair is fixed 1.2 meter, and the this landing space you can say here put 1.2 meter. Okay, understand? This is the width of landing. Now height. Okay, height of flight. Okay, so total 2 flights are there. Okay, total 2 flights there, and the height of one floor is equal to what? It is 3.6 meter. So we need to 3.6 meter, and number of flight is 2. Okay, so divided by 2. So the height for each flight. Okay, there is a height for each flight is 1.8 meter for each flight. Okay, this value 1.8 meter is for each flight. Okay, 36 is the total floor area, and we need, there is a 2 flight, number 1 and number 2. Okay, so we divide by number 2 and it's give the value is 1.8 meter. So this is for the each flight. Okay, then when calculate for the number of riser required. So here the height is equal to 1.8, convert into centimeter. So it is 180 centimeter. 180 centimeter. Okay, so is equal to 180 centimeter. Okay, so now the number of risers required. Okay, so number of risers equal to what? 180 degree divided by the one step riser of one step. So we fix it, the riser of one step equal to 15 centimeter. Okay, so fix it the 15 centimeter and calculate. Okay, so 180 divided by 15, it will be 12. Okay, so 12 number of steps required in a single flight. Okay, this is for a single flight, not in a both flight. This is for a single flight. So 12 steps are here and 12 steps in a second flight. Okay, now calculate the number of treads required for a single flight. Okay, so here you can see that there is a total 12 steps, but 12 steps is a landing for 12 steps. So what, always remember that number of riser is equal to 1 plus number of tread, means the number of tread always are less than the number of riser. Okay, so here the number of step is what? Number of step minus 1, because the last step is always a landing space, so there is a no treads we provided. Okay, so the number of step is 12 minus 1 is equal to 11. So 11 treads we need to provide here, like a 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 10 and 11. After 11 the 12th step is a landing step. Okay, riser is there, risers for the landing is there, but there are no tread, less it is minus 1. Okay, so that's why the treads are minus 11 are provided. Now the space occupied by tread. Okay, Now this much space is occupied by the tread to achieve the height of 180 centimeter. Okay, 180 centimeter height achieved by the tread. Okay, for a 11 step. So 11 multiply. Okay, earlier we fixed the tread height is equal to 25 centimeter. So 11 multiply with 25 centimeter. So what is the value? 25 multiply with 11. So it is 275. This is centimeter. Okay, so 275 centimeter the space occupied by a one flight. Understand? And the space left for a passage. Okay, here the spaces are there. Okay, because we need some space before the staircase starts. Okay, some space are there. So for that there is a spaces. Okay, spaces is here, and at the top time there is a landing. Okay, so some spaces are left. Okay, so here total length is 5 meter. Okay, total length is 5 meter. So here 5 meter is length minus the space occupied by the tread is equal to 275 meter. So minus 275 meter, and this is 275. This is the space occupied by the tread equal to 275. Now here also 1.2 meter is landing area, landing space. So also we need to minus is 1.2 meter. Okay, so then give you the answer 5 meter minus 2.75. It is 2.75 because it's in a meter. Then 2.75 minus 1.2. So it will become 1.05. So it is, this is your passage space. Okay, so this is your passage space 1.05 meter. Understood? So now the proper design are fixed. Okay, now how you draw a plan? Like there is a 5 meter length, 2.5 meter is the width. Okay, 1.2 meter we fix the landing area because it should not be less than the width of stair or width of flight. Okay, now here there is a 12 number of steps. Okay, 12 number of steps, and minus 1 11 equal to 11. There is a 11 number of treads are there, and by 11 number of tread the space occupied by the tread equal to, we find that it is 2.75 meter, and for that after that we find the passage space. Okay, so passage space is equal to 5 minus space occupied by the tread and minus the landing space. So it gives us 1.05 meter space for a passage. So these are the design for a stair and staircase. Okay, so by trying to yourself, just change the direction 3.6 equal to 3 meter. Okay, and try to solve it. Just take a value. I replace the floor height is equal to 3 meter and calculate the number of steps required for achieving 3 meter height, and also number of tread required, and also the occupied space by a tread that you need to calculate. Okay, and draw a proper plan for the understanding purpose, because drawing is everything for a civil engineering to understand what we need to construct, how we construct, and understand proper from that drawing sheet. Okay, good.